YouTube? Tintin here, and today we will be discussing my predictions for the final roster of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, before we get into this, just want to address it now. I know uploads on the channel have been a little inconsistent lately. I just want to apologize to you guys. I know I've addressed it before, but school has been horrible lately. I've been really busy. I've been sick, but luckily enough, things seem to be calming down a bit, so I should be able to get uploads more consistently from now on. But you're not here for that. You're here for Smash, and I am about to deliver. Anyway, before I get into this, I want to address my mindset of what I believe the final roster is going to be. Sakurai said not to expect too many newcomers. So the first question is, how many is too many? Now, when looking at Smash Bros. History, the smallest amount of newcomers we have ever gotten is 12, being the original Super Smash Bros. For the N64. So I'm going to base my predictions off of that. I believe we will be getting 12 newcomers. And now, before anyone says it, I don't believe the Echoes count as full roster slots. I mean, we know they don't count as full roster slots, but I mean, in terms of development time, Sakurai has stated before that the 3 Echoes we got in the Wii U version, which was essentially Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, and Lucina, they took less time to make than one new fighter. So, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to say that it took 4 Echoes equals 1 unique fighter. So, at this point, we have 5 new fighters. The 4 Echoes being Daisy, Chrom, Dark Samus, and Richter, Inkling, Ridley, Simon, and King K. Rool. We're up to 5, so there will be 7 more slots to fill. I personally think we will be getting 1 more slot dedicated to Echo Fighters, so I believe we will be getting 4 more. As for the main roster, that's 6 more slots open. Now, my first prediction is a bit controversial, but I think we're getting Shantae. I think she will be a playable character. Shantae has so much going for her at this point. Way Forward was huge back during the Smash Bros. Days. They were demanding and screaming for her to be in the game. They even came up with an official logo for her series. They came up for all the alternate skins they would use. They threw around move ideas. And there have been so many hints towards Shantae, it's ridiculous. And I'd go into further detail, but I actually might just do a rate her chances later down the line, assuming I have enough time before the direct comes out. But regardless, I think Shantae really has it, especially after the hints with Jamie's mode and how silent Way Forward has been. I 100% believe she is going to be in the game, which is really hype because she's arguably my top request besides a certain bandana-wielding little monster at the bottom. But we'll get to him later. Anyway, my first prediction is Shantae. Now, on to the second character. We're getting Isaac from Golden Sun. I just think it's happening. The Isaac fanbase is big, and it is very vocal. Isaac is going to be in this game, that is my opinion. Golden Sun, if there's any Nintendo franchise that deserves a rep at this point, I think it's Golden Sun. Golden Sun was one of the best, what was it, an RPG? I believe it's an RPG. Sorry, Golden Sun fans, never played the games. But it was one of the best games back on the Game Boy Advance and the game. Well, just starting Game Boy Color. I can't remember. Shoot, I'm gonna yell at it in the comments. Anyway, Isaac he's a well-known character. He's decently established, even though Golden Sun's dead, and he has been an assist trophy before, so there's reason to say he could be playable. Plus, he did extraordinarily well in the ballot, and Sakurai did post that picture on his Twitter last month of a fight scene with the Rathalos that looked oddly similar to a Golden Sun fight. So yeah, I think we're getting Isaac. On to my third prediction. We're getting Banjo and Kazooie. It just makes too much sense at this point. Phil Spencer was completely fine with it back in the day. Banjo-Kazooie were absurdly popular in the Smash ballot, and Nintendo and Xbox are on such good terms now. There's no way on earth Banjo is not in this game. Watch us get Master Chief too. I'm not going to predict that, but if we do get Master Chief, that'd be nuts. I say this now. I'm the guy who said I wanted everyone back, and I got it. Who knows? Just some kind of godly prediction powers I may have. Everyone I want is in the game. Now we wait. Anyway, I totally think Banjo's in the game. He's super iconic. He's heavily requested. Sakurai actually planned to put him in Melee, I believe. So yeah, he just works. Plus, Nintendo of Rare have worked on other stuff before, so it's no issue. Phil Spencer has confirmed this as well. So yeah, I totally believe Banjo will be the third character we're getting. On to number 4. I'm going to get the last third party out of the way. We're getting Geno. There's been so many leaks saying that Square is getting another rep. Nintendo and Square are on much better terms with... What's that game that came out last month? Octopath Traveler, which is a Square-made game that came out recently. We got Cloud in the game. We got Geno as a Mii Fighter costume last time. And so Sakurai is aware, and Sakurai himself has wanted Geno in Smash. But Square wouldn't play ball in Brawl, so we didn't get it. But now, I think they will. And Geno is absurdly requested. There is no... He was arguably more requested than King K. Rool was. He is up there. There is no doubt in my mind we're getting Geno. Let's see. Now, might as well get him out of the way. Bandana Boy. My Bandana Waddle Dee. If there's any Kirby character that deserves a slot, it's him. I know some people are going to say, what about Dark Meta Knight and Marks? They should be playable. What about DeRoche? And I'm like, yes. I'd be down with them, and Adeline and Gooey, too. I'd be down for all of them being playable. But if there's any Kirby character that has stood the test of time recently, it is Bandana Waddle Dee. Ever since his appearance in Kirby Return to Dreamland, I believe he's been in every single mainline Kirby game that's been released. Like, he's been in games where Meta Knight and DDD were absent, and he's played a decently sized role in all of them. Even if he's just a supporting character that you just talk to or give you items, he's still made an appearance in almost every Kirby game since then. And he has had major roles in plenty of them. Plus, he dates back to the time when Sakurai was creating Kirby. He was in Kirby Superstar, I believe. He didn't really do much. He just kind of sat in the background and watched King Dedede and had like 1 or 2 lines, I think. I know in the remake you got a boss fight, and you fight him when you're like doing the planet busting mini game. But Bandana Waddle Dee's been there forever, and he has a spear, so it's a unique weapon. Plus there was the leak and all the other stuff I covered in his video that I did earlier this year. So go check that out. Cough, free advertising, cough. But yeah, I totally think my Bandana Boy's getting in. I voted for him in the Smash ballot, and I really think his chances are high. Plus, in Kirby Star Allies, it says he's been such a loyal servant to King Dedede. It looks like he deserves a special reward. If that ain't telling me he's in Smash, I don't know what is. Now, on to the last newcomer. My predictions, it came down to 2 characters. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. It comes down to 2 characters in my mind. We're either going to get a new Zelda rep, or we're getting a new Pokemon rep. And in my opinion, we're getting a Zelda rep. I believe Skull Kid will be playable. Now, I'm just going to address it now. The reason I don't think we're getting Incineroar or Decidueye is just due to the fact that they're too new. The ballot is heavily focused on characters that were heavily requested. Both of them didn't exist at the time. Like, Pokemon Sun and Moon weren't even announced when the ballot was around. So there's no precedent to say that they'd be the characters. I'd love to see Incineroar. He'd be great DLC. Same for Decidueye, but I just don't think it'll happen. Plus, Sakurai, if he's going to use them, he would either have to wait a long time to develop them, like for their games to come out back in the day, or at least to see something, or he'd have to do what he did with Greninja and just make up a moveset. And I don't want that. As Greninja is one of my favorite Pokemon. He fights with Snorlax for the top slot. But the one thing I hate Greninja in is Smash, because he's not really accurate to him how he is in these games. Which is why I really hope they change his Final Smash, and maybe change his moveset a bit to give him some more Greninja features. Like the Water Shuriken works, but the Water Swords and a bunch of other stuff he does, it feels off to me, and I don't like it. Anyway, my Greninja rant aside, I think Skull Kid will be playable, just due to the fact that Zelda has been underrepresented in Smash for so long. Like, we haven't got a newcomer since Brawl. And then again, Toon Link at the time, he was pretty much a Link clone. He's my main, I love Toon Link to death, but he was a Link clone. I mean, nowadays he's not. He's far more original, but, But, yeah. We need a new Zelda rep. All we have in Zelda right now is Triple Link Deluxe, Sheik, Zelda, and Ganon. Like, it's been the same roster. It's essentially the same roster we had in Melee, just with an extra Link now. That's really all it is. Like, Skull Kid would add a nice bit of diversity to the cast. He'd add another villain, which is always nice. And he's an interesting and unique fighter. Plus, we can just take, if you need ideas for his moveset, he's appeared in multiple Zelda games, and he's got a great appearance in Hyrule Warriors, so just take off that. Final Smash, Moon, easy, done. And I know what you're going to say, but this is the assist trophy. Yeah. Olimar's Final Smash also showed up as an item, so, that argument's not really valid. Plus, why not? They could just use the Moon again. Besides, it's Sakurai. I doubt he's going to not add Skull Kid over something as stupid as that. Now, on to my echoes. When deciding these echoes, it's hard. It's hard due to the fact that a lot of these characters nowadays, if it was another poll now, they'd totally be echoes. But we have to think about this. The poll was taken in 2015. Would some of these characters we request now, like Ninten and Funky Kong, really be up there? Like the Octoling. Like they're not gonna be in Smash. I bet you money right now they're not gonna be in Smash. There's no way. They're too new. There's no way they're gonna be in Smash Bros. I just don't see it. But like Ninten, he was too obscure at the time. No one really requested him, and it was less Sakurai. To be fair, no one requested Richter, so there's still a chance. When I'm looking at the echoes, I think are likely. I'm going off characters that are realizable, based off at the time period. The first two, which you've been able to see the whole video, I believe are Shadow and Dixie Kong. Dixie Kong was heavily requested during the ballot days, and she would be an easy echo to make, especially since Diddy's what is it? I almost said Dab Attack. Jab Attack no longer uses his tail, and since Dixie doesn't have a tail, it makes it easier. And she has a gun in her games, like a candy gun or something. And for her up special, just make her use her hair instead of the rocket pack, and you're pretty much good to go. Final Smash, I don't freaking know. Just do a thing with all the Kongs come together. They just do what they do in Tropical Freeze, where they just clap hands or something. You just put Funky Kong in her Final Smash, where they just do what her and Donkey does in their games, where they just clap like a shockwave happens. Easy. As for Shadow, you could change. Of course, all of his animations and taunts and victory animation would be different. Same for Dixie. And for what's different, you can make him hit slightly harder, but be slightly slower. For his recovery, just give him Mewtwo's teleport, and just have him hold a Chaos Emerald. Final Smash, just turn Super Shadow, and then just do the Chaos Blast, or just do what Sonic does. Maybe give him a projectile with Chaos Spear. And then just give him all Sonic stuff. It's not that hard. Shadow being an easy echo. Plus Shadow, a lot of people actually did vote for Shadow. They were just a very quiet minority. A lot of them have come out of the woodwork lately and expressed how much they like Shadow and how much they voted for him. Plus, if there's any Sonic character we're getting, it's either Shadow or Tails at this point, and I don't think it's Tails. I think we're getting Shadow. Plus, the fact we haven't seen Shadow is suspect as crap. Now, on to the next one. It was a toss-up for a long time, but I think I finally found out who I think it's going to be. It's going to be Ken. I feel Ken is likely due to the fact that Capcom and Nintendo are on great terms lately. They do crossovers a lot, and Ken is the original Echo Fighter. He was exactly the same as Ryu in the original games, and why not make him like that in Smash? Plus, Ken's popular enough, and I definitely think Street Fighter got plenty of votes for more characters during the ballot. Even then, if Ken didn't get that, Ken would still, I feel, be a likely pick due to the fact that if one company's getting Echo Fighters, why not give all of them Echo Fighters? But, that's neither here nor there. To my last one, it comes down to two characters. Well, okay, three. even then, I could honestly say maybe Louie for Olimar, but I'd like that, but I don't think it's going to happen. It comes down to these three. Isabelle, Black Shadow, or Dark Meta Knight. I feel they will be the three. Dark Meta Knight, just it's an easy echo to make, and just because, and even if Dark Meta Knight himself doesn't get votes, the Kirby franchise got tons of votes. So maybe throw him in as a little fan service, because we're already going to Galactic Knight skin. Why not give us Dark Meta Knight as an Echo Fighter? Because he's literally just Meta Knight, but evil, and has a whole mirror aesthetic. Just there's some unique taunts, some unique victory animations with him using the mirror aesthetic. And then getting one or two original moves, and boom, done. Or just make him Brawl Meta Knight, and I'll be fine with that. But I know the Smash community will scream, so don't do that. For Black Shadow, just make him Melee Ganondorf, but maybe minus the floating. What the floating movie can do. Just make it me like Ganondorf. I'd be down for that. Isabelle, she's the one I feel is the least likely to the fact that I can't really say. Sorry, still sick. I can't really say I could see her doing what the villager does, but people requested a lot, and I feel Isabelle would be likely. And the fact there's another Animal Crossing assist trophy, and the fact we haven't seen her is suspect. I could totally see Isabelle being an Echo. Though I could also see her returning as assist trophy, so I think she's the least likely. Now, I'm going to address some other characters. Now we'll go all the way. That is my final roster prediction. I think and just to repeat it, I think we're getting Shantae, Isaac, Bandana Waddle Dee, Gino, Banjo-Kazooie, and Skull Kid as main fighters. And for Echoes, I think we will get Shadow, Dixie Kong, Ken, and probably Blood Falcon or Dark Matter Knight. Though I can also see Impa, realistically, if they want to do like a Sheik Echo, but eh. Anyway, guys, that's my predictions for the final roster of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And oh my gosh, there was so much on that piece of paper that I had to read off. Anyway, what do you guys think? What characters do you want in the game? And, well, do you think we're getting that direct this week? Because God bless, I want that direct before that tornado kills me. Anyway, talk to you guys later. And as long as tornado doesn't murder me, because I live in North Carolina and I'm gonna die. Anyway, see you later.